All right, IBAASL2. We got that test coming up. That's a second opportunity on both the techniques target and the applications target. Derivative rules that are on the table. It's everything. It's the whole shebang. We got the power rule, the product rule, the chain rule, the quotient rule, and sort of some odd ones in there like e to the x, ln of x, sine, and cosine. So know how to find the derivatives of all those and know how the rules work. Things that we might ask you to do. We might ask you to find the equation of tangents and normals. Just remember, like, you need a point, y equals mx plus b, where the m came from slope with the derivative formula, and the b part, usually you have to plug in a point that's on the original curve. Now, in terms of what types of application problems will be on there, this is a tough question because, really any type of problem that we've done could come up. Things that we've been doing in recent units have been the whole profit equals revenue minus cost. That's come up. Also, we did one or two problems on marginal profit and cost. That's just taking the derivative, and that tells you the profit of per item at that particular time after you've made X amount of items. We've done a lot of a rectangle underneath a curve. Remember, the curve can be different. It could be trigonometric, could be a circle, could be a parabola. But yeah, definitely study up on those. Two posts with a wire problem. We did one in the notes where the algebra got too crazy and we had to resort to a calculator, which I'll talk later. But it did involve the Pythagorean theorem. Definitely spell Pythagorean right, you guys. Come on. Pythagorean. There we go. I would know the distance formula because we definitely had a couple problems that involved the distance formula. Usually they were a closest distance to a point. And good old kinematics seems to not be going away. So remember, velocity is the first derivative, acceleration is the second derivative, everything that goes involved with those, slowing down, speeding up. That's the sign chart or the zone test, the double zone test with velocity and acceleration. Some algebra things that could come up. I would know exact trig values on a unit circle. So know your 30, 60, 90s, your 45, 45, 90s, and how those sides turn negative and positive as you rotate around the circle. Also, sometimes problems are easier if you know the laws of logarithms, that you can break them up. Log of AB is equal to log of A plus log of B. And there will be some stuff on there that you don't know how to do at all in terms of algebra. So there will be a portion of the test where you can use a calculator. So we're not going to say you can use a calculator for the entirety of the test. There's part of it that you need to be able to do without a calculator. But there will be part that will give you the calculator for. On that part, usually the algebra gets too crazy, so you can graph the derivative. I guess I should say that. I think that's the way we did it. You graph the derivative, and then you can find the x-intercepts using that calculate menu, and then do the intercepts until the left bound, right bound, and your guess and all that. All right, you guys, happy studying.